Hi Scorpio, how's it going? I hope you're doing fantastic today. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be doing a chakra reading for you. So I've laid out all the chakra cards and then the tarot cards that came out, your tarot cards that came out right underneath the chakra. And we'll go through each one individually. It's a general reading, so just take how it resonates and leave the rest, okay? So we'll start with the base chakra or the root chakra, and you got the Strength card reversed. So the Strength card reversed is, this card is about insecurity, fear, a lack of grounding, and low endurance. The root chakra governs safety, survival, and stability, and the Strength card reversed can suggest inner weakness, a lack of self-control, fear, or even suppressed anger. Scorpio, you're potentially experiencing fear or instability around basic needs or safety. You may feel ungrounded, overly reactive, or emotionally fragile at this time. There could be a disconnection from your inner resilience or a need to rebuild inner strength from the ground up. So for healing, Spirit is saying grounding exercises, root chakra meditation, reconnecting with nature, and strengthening routines, okay, to help with your healing there. Then your sacred chakra, you have sacral chakra, the second chakra, you got the Five of Swords. This card is about conflict, manipulation, betrayal, emotional wounds. This sacral chakra governs creativity, emotional expression, sexuality, and relationships. And the Five of Swords often represents conflict, hollow victory, or emotional manipulation. There may be past emotional wounds or current conflicts that are affecting your ability to trust, be intimate, or feel emotionally safe. Unresolved arguments or power struggles could be blocking emotional or creative flow. For healing, Spirit is saying focus on releasing resentment, practice forgiveness, express your emotions safely by journaling, art, or therapy. And then your solar plexus chakra, you have the Six of Cups reversed. This card talks about being stuck in the past, nostalgia, emotional immaturity. The solar plexus chakra governs self-esteem, willpower, and identity. The reversed Six of Cups indicates difficulty letting go of the past or an unhealthy attachment to childhood experiences. There may be an identity crisis rooted in past conditioning or a tendency to seek comfort in the familiar instead of asserting your personal power. Scorpio, your confidence might be tied to who you used to be rather than who you are becoming. So for healing, Spirit is saying, focus on your inner child work. Practice self-empowerment, okay? Self-empowerment practices. And cutting ties to outdated roles or expectations. And the message for the heart chakra is the Knight of Swords. This is a card that talks about rushed decisions, intensity, a lack of emotional consideration. The heart chakra relates to love, compassion, and emotional balance. The Knight of Swords is fast-moving, often impulsive, and is led more by intellect than heart. There may be a disconnect between your heart and mind. You could be charging into situations without emotional clarity, or there might be impatience in matters of the heart. Relationships could feel rushed or mentally charged rather than emotionally grounded. For the healing, Spirit is recommending that you slow down, practice heart coherence, tune into emotional intelligence before acting. And the message for the throat chakra is the Seven of Pentacles. This card is all about patience, long-term investment, and evaluation. The throat chakra is about communication, truth, and expression. The Seven of Pentacles speaks to patience, reflection, and reevaluation. You're being asked to evaluate how you are expressing yourself. You may feel like you're not being heard or that your voice isn't bearing fruit yet, but it's a long-term process. There may be a need to develop clearer communication habits or to express yourself with more consistency and authenticity. For healing the throat chakra, Spirit recommends journaling, vocal expression, speaking your truth, even if the results aren't immediate. And then the third eye chakra message is the Three of Swords. This is a card of pain, heartbreak, mental anguish, and emotional truth. The third eye chakra governs intuition, insight, and perception. The Three of Swords is a card about heartache and emotional truth, piercing through illusions. Your intuition may be clouded by unprocessed emotional pain or heartbreak. Painful truths need to be acknowledged before clear inner vision can emerge. There could also be mental overactivity that blocks intuitive flow. With this healing process, Spirit is recommending shadow work, acceptance of emotional truth, and meditative silence to clear the mental clutter. And then your crown chakra message is you got the Two of Pentacles reversed. This is a card about imbalance, feeling overwhelmed, dropping the ball. The crown chakra is about spiritual connection, purpose, and divine wisdom. The Two of Pentacles reversed suggests imbalance, spiritual disconnection, or struggling to juggle life's priorities. You may feel spiritually overwhelmed or disconnected. There's a sense of trying to manage too much and losing the thread of deeper purpose. The healing is to simplify your life, meditate, return to your spiritual roots, prioritize alignment over activity. The root, the sacral, and the solar plexus focus on emotional and foundational instability. There are lingering wounds and fears here. With regards to your heart and throat chakra, you're being called to balance emotion with action and speak your truth patiently. With your third eye and crown chakra, there's spiritual insight is being blocked by emotional pain and distraction. There's a need for stillness and realignment. Okay. The Two of Pentacles reversed. Again, it indicates imbalance, being overwhelmed, or struggling to manage responsibilities. It's about juggling too much. You may be feeling disconnected from your spiritual path or overwhelmed by the material world. This reading suggests that you're trying to manage everything at once, but that scattered energy is pulling you away from stillness, presence, and inner wisdom. It might feel like there's no time or space to just be. And as a result, spiritual practices may have taken a back seat, or you may be second-guessing your connection to something greater. This could also signal a need to reprioritize your life to make space for spiritual growth or reflection. If you've been too focused on practicalities, then the crown is asking for realignment with purpose and soul. Okay? Spirit is saying, simplify. What can you let go of that doesn't serve your soul's evolution? Reconnect, meditate, prayer, or just simply do some quiet reflection. It can open your crown chakra. Remember, spiritual connection doesn't have to be separate from life. It can be part of the way you move through the mundane. Scorpio, you're on a path of deep integration. The lower chakras reveal emotional wounds, identity struggles, and instability. It suggests foundational healing is needed. The middle chakras push for conscious action, truthful expression, and compassionate awareness. And the upper chakras call for emotional processing and spiritual recalibration. This spread suggests a healing journey from the ground up, tending to emotional roots, sacral, solar, so that the heart and mind can align, and ultimately so your soul can breathe again. That is your chakra reading, Scorpio. I hope you receive some guidance from these messages today. Take good care. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.